Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Victoria at Radiant Moon Tarot, and this is your weekly reading for September 13th through 19th, 2021. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to you, and if you're returning, welcome back. I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. Just a reminder, this is a general reading. Not all of the messages that come out will be for everybody. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. So let's see what we've got for you guys for the week ahead. Messages, please, for Capricorn. If you do enjoy the readings that I post, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way you always know whenever I update my channel. So your spirit animal coming out this week, we have the Swan with Grace. And let me just pull your next card, and then we'll go a little bit deeper into that. Messages for people watching, please, for the week ahead. Thank you. And we have the Prison Waif coming out as your ally. All right, so we'll start with the Swan, Grace. Swans are absolutely lovely. They're also dangerous. If you've ever been chased by a swan, that's always fun. You who glides across the water for my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. So the Swan brings a certain amount of grace, a little bit of nobility into what you do. And this really brings you a lot of very positive energy. Like when you may have the ability to deceive people, and not in a negative way at all, but if you look at a swan gliding across a pond, all you see is this, white creature and just kind of effortlessly gliding along. What you don't see, though, kind of like icebergs, what you don't see is the little feet paddling underneath and how much effort it may actually take to make things look smooth and easy. So in your quiet grace, the image that you present out there this week may be one where you make everything look really easy, right? You may come across to other people the face you show the world, so to speak. You come across as being someone who gets things done. You have a quiet determination around you, but what you are really hiding, though, is the effort in the background. And there's a time and a place, right, to show people exactly how much work you've put into something. And this week may be the time where you just, for one, effortlessly glide through your week. All right, it may also be a time where you don't necessarily have to, how should we say, toot your own horn. You just do things as they come, take care of things like a boss, all right? And you've got this really wonderful beauty that is around you this week. And, you're working hard and you're being diligent in the background to get things done, to achieve your goals, whatever that happens to be. But the image that you present is one of that quiet grace. Now, I do have to say as well, the swan does also often represent soulmates. Swans mate for life. And so some of you may actually be making new connections this week, all right, or really solidifying connections with those around you. It can be friendships, family relationships, business partnerships even, and yes, possibly romance as well. All right. The Prison Waif is coming out here to help you this week ahead. Interesting, this is card number 31. So that breaks down into a 4, which is the Emperor energy. And the Emperor brings stability, brings strategy, brings abundance, success, all of those wonderful things. And the interesting thing about the Emperor, if you think of, the emperor of a kingdom sitting in his throne, there was a lot of effort that it took to get there. But you don't see all that, or you don't remember all of that, right? Because it looks like, to others that life is easy. But there's a lot of work that went into it. So interesting that should come out with the swan energy. All right, so it's really to remember how powerful you are, how stable you are, how much you have to give. All right, all those tools in your belt that you've got saved for a rainy day. And the Prison Waif is coming out here to help you, because some of you may probably subconsciously be in an energy of not believing in yourself. It may be a little bit of a down patch in your confidence. It's not necessarily quite like you, Capricorn, but you know what? We are sometimes a product of our current circumstance, right? And sometimes there's things that are happening around us or in the world around us that gives us a little bit of a down patch per se in regards to our confidence or our way of thinking. And when we have the prison wave here, this really highlights the fact that, you know, there are some of you out there, maybe not all of you, but there's some of you out there that may, if you're feeling down in the dumps, okay, if you're feeling that nothing's going your way, or if you're feeling as though there's no opportunities presenting itself to you, or you're struggling in some way, Spirit brings the prison wave here to help show you and remind you of how abundantly powerful and wonderful you actually are. Remind you that sometimes we need to focus on our strategy. Sometimes we need to focus on the task at hand. Sometimes we need to just quietly work on things in the background, and we don't necessarily always need to show people what we're doing, right? So, so it is that sometimes we do get wrapped up in a little bit of worry, fear, doubt, all of those things. We start to think, go down the line of nothing's working for me today. And, but when we get this card out, it reminds us that sometimes we get a little bit wrapped up in our head. Sometimes we tend to overthink things, or sometimes we tend to be too much focused on the actual problem at hand instead of the solution and moving forward. How do we overcome, and how do we move past something, or how do we make those improvements, right? So the prison wave is here helping you to free yourself up from your own way of thinking and help you refocus your energy, refocus your strategy, if you will, on moving forward and getting things done. So let's pull your cards and let's see what we've got going on for you guys this week. And it's very easy to sometimes get in those moments where we're feeling overwhelmed, or where there's just not a lot happening, or it seems like there's not a lot happening. But again, remember, there's a lot of things happening in the background that either you don't show people or what you can't see yourself. So we have the Hermit, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Cups. Look at that. Look at that, the Magician. So the prison wave really is helping you, okay, maintain a positive outlook, a positive way of thinking, all right, because because the Magician ultimately is manifestation energy, right? And we always want to make sure that we're manifesting from a place of abundance, from a place of what we want, and never from lack or what we don't want. Always solutions and moving forward. Your advice from Spirit, we've got the Page of Pentacles, and blessings headed your way, the Queen of Pentacles. So we start off with the Hermit. So some of you may, the Hermit is Virgo energy. Okay, so we did just have a Virgo new moon. So some of you, this may have caused a lot of you to really kind of go within a little bit and think about your current circumstances. And, again, the Hermit is where you extract yourself from a certain situation to go within and figure out the important questions. Figure out the answers to the important questions, right? The Hermit does represent that wise old sage and is a reminder that when we go within and we contemplate, we find the wisdom that we need, because all of that wisdom, that experience, that knowledge, all resides within us, whether it's through our intuition, through our soul path, through our conscious thoughts, whatever it happens to be, we have the answers. And it's just a matter of quieting our mind, quieting our circumstances, and to really go within and to do that little bit of deep thinking. Because ultimately, the magician in the traditional imagery, the tradition holds a lantern. That lantern, it represents your wisdom and your goals, and it's usually represented with a star in that lantern. So you might really be doing a lot of thinking about your life, a little bit of evaluation to think about where you are, where you're going, what you need to do next. It could be because this is a weekly read. It could be that it's something at work that you're really trying to figure out a solution to a problem. You've hit a little bit of a roadblock. Maybe you have a problem with some colleagues. Maybe you have a problem with your boss. Maybe you hate your job. All right, any of those things is causing you to retreat. All right, causing you to be in a little bit of a solitary energy, which is what the hermit brings about. Okay, so, you could also be feeling alone in other areas of your life as well this week. Could be that you have important decisions to make. It could be that you are manifesting something into your life. You might have some important decisions that you've been mulling over. And so again, people may see you on the outside. You might be, you might come across as a little bit quiet, or maybe you're just going about your day, and people don't really see that you've got all of this deep thinking, soul searching kind of thing going on in the background, because that's all within, right? So you're not necessarily presenting that to the world. So it could very possibly be because of the new moon that we just had. It did get a lot of people thinking. All right, and with the magician coming up, we do have a full moon in Pisces coming up on the 20th. So you might be really considering what you need to release in your life, what you need to let go of, what you need to improve. So this can be a personal quest, shall we say. It can be, again, something that you're dealing with in your personal life, in your working life. All right, you may even be looking for a new job, a new career. Maybe you're just really don't know where you want to go or what you want to do. All right, you need to do something a little bit different. But that hermit really does bring you that little bit of quiet energy. Now, the hermit does also represent that wise old sage, so there may be someone that you're dealing with in the beginning of the week that you're asking for some advice from. Maybe they have some words of wisdom. This may be on purpose, okay? It may actually be by accident. It could just be somebody experienced, very wise that you are talking to. Maybe you're even seeking some guidance in some way, and they've got some really important information to give you. But we've got the Four of Swords, so it's like your week starts out in a little bit of quiet contemplation. Okay, because the Four of Swords is also about that quiet energy. It is about going within. It's a little bit of rest, relaxation. It is very much being in connection with yourself, your higher self. It's a meditative energy. Okay, so coupled with the Hermit, some of you might be embarking on a spiritual practice at the beginning of the week, and you're really just trying to connect with yourself. The Four of Swords also does represent the need for a rest. So if you've had a lot going on in the last little while, when we get the Four of Swords out, I usually get the Four of Swords for myself when I'm really tired. And I'll just pull a card, like a card of the day kind of thing, show me my current energy. And if I know that I've been run ragged and run off my feet, I will end up with the Four of Swords, which is really a message for me and advice for me to take it a little bit easy, to go have a nap or get some more sleep or something along those lines. So it could be, you might just be feeling a little tired at the beginning of the week. So whether you're meditating, whether you're just in quiet contemplation, or whether you do need to take it a little bit easy, okay, that Four of Swords is coming out there to kind of give you that little bit of guidance or show you what's possibly going on. And, it's also that, really in relation to that swan energy as well, it's that quiet energy, it's that graceful energy. It's the one where you don't necessarily have to exert a lot of effort outwardly in something, okay, in order to get things done. But this is certainly, with the Nine of Cups and the Magician coming out here too, Page of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, it feels some of you are really trying to figure out where you are in life in regards to your career path, what you do with your money. Some of you might be trying to manifest some more opportunities into your life as well, okay? And, and you might also just be trying to go, accomplish something in an area of your life, maybe a relationship, maybe, just a situation in your workplace. But whatever it is, okay, your wishes are coming true. Your wishes are granted when we get the Nine of Cups here. This is an energy of completion. It's one of satisfaction. one of contentment. It's the energy that you feel, when you give yourself a good old pat on the back for getting something done. And it is that a little bit of a relief as well. And so, some of you, if you are doing intention setting and you're doing manifestation work here, we're always in an energy of manifestation, whether we realize it or not. Okay. And again, the prison wave comes out there to remind you positive, 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 because what you think about, you bring about, right? Your visions turn into reality. And the Nine of Cups shows that this is an incredibly powerful time for you to accomplish everything that you set out to accomplish. And it's also a reminder to, if you are setting intentions, if you are doing manifestations, to always, always attach that positive energy to what you're manifesting into your life. Live in the energy. Okay, feel all your feels. Okay, how would you feel if this cup contained everything that you wanted in the world, right? If this cup here contained your one biggest wish, right? How do you feel when you get that? You get that phone call, you get that offer, you get that person, whatever that happens to be for you. How do you feel? Elated, jumping for joy, right? Excited, flutters in your chest, right? All of those things. All right. And Spirit asks you to really attach that energy to what you are bringing into your life. Okay. But the Nine of Cups, it's really interesting though, because the Nine of Cups, yes, it is one of accomplishment. So you're getting things done this week, but again, there's nothing really frantic. It's like a very kind of calm week for you. And who doesn't need a little bit of that, right? And that could just be that you're just keeping to yourself, right? And that's not always quite like you, but sometimes we do end up in that energy, right? We just quietly go about our week and we get things done. And that Nine of Cups gives you that accomplishment, that satisfaction. But, and kind of an overarching theme in your reading here, the Nine of Cups, traditionally we see a dude sitting on a bench, right? His arms crossed. He's kind of chuffed with himself, right? He's really pleased with himself, and he's got 9 cups all lined up behind him on a table. But that table has a curtain around it. So sure, while, people see what you've accomplished, okay, and what you see what you've accomplished, that curtain usually around that table hides all of the ups and downs, the struggles, the obstacles, the challenges, everything that's been worked through, that's overcome in order to get to that 9. So again, what's being presented outwardly is a little bit deceiving because of all of the stuff that went on in the background to get to that goal. So whatever it is you're working on, you've got that sense of completion, that accomplishment, and that really great sense of satisfaction with a job well done, or you really know what is important in your life. And if you're setting intentions, okay, setting your goals, you're on it, okay, and you're really manifesting from a place of abundance, right? So again, the prison wave reminding you to do so. The Magician comes out here to brings you the focus that you need to get things done. When we have the Magician, this is you using all of your resources at your disposal to accomplish something, to get something off the ground, to get something off the table. It can be a new energy, all right, a new project. So you could be contemplating what you're wrapping something up and then figuring out where to go next. What do you want to do next? It could be a creative endeavor, all right. It could be a personal project, okay. It could be a sense of self as well, right? Because with the Magician, you're ready to conquer the world. All right. And, but it's a little bit of a quiet energy, right? Think of that, think of that magic energy, right? Where you can wave your magic wand. And if you concentrate really, 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 really hard, poof, right? There you are. You've got opportunities, doors opening, all of those things. So if you are setting intentions, the Magician is a reminder, always manifest from a place of abundance, always manifest from a place of what you want, what you desire. All right, attach your emotion to it, contemplate, sit in that energy, and then release and let go. So, but the Magician has you really focused and really resourceful, okay, to really move forward with something. All right, but it feels here with your advice from Spirit, it feels for some of you this has to do with your career path. This has to do with how you make your money. But as the advice from Spirit with the Page of Pentacles, you might need to get a little bit more information somewhere. The Page of Pentacles is a very scholarly energy. It is one sometimes where you might have your nose in a book. You might be doing some research, maybe even contemplating going back to school. Perhaps if you are looking to level up your career, there might be opportunities that are on the horizon, but maybe if you are looking to level up into, let's say, for example, a managerial role, you might need a couple of managerial courses. Maybe you need to take a couple of computer courses. But whatever it is, you might need a little bit more information. But the Page of Pentacles also comes out here as advice from Spirit to remind us that, you know, there's a lot of things going on in the background in the universe as well. And the Page of Pentacles comes in as the first signs of prosperity, the first tangible results of what you've been doing in your life, what you've been working on. So Spirit says here to stay the course. If you need to, do a little bit more research, get some more information, ask for advice or assistance in some way, then this is the perfect time to do so. But Spirit also wants to remind you that there's some good news possibly heading your way here, possibly a new job, possibly an offer on the table somewhere along the way. And it's because you're using your resources and because you're getting things done and because you're in that positive energy, okay, that you attract those things to you. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there, but also don't be afraid to be in the energy of receiving as well. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out as your as what's benefiting you. Okay, blessings headed your way this week. So this can be a person that steps into your circumstances. They may actually have an opportunity for you. Now, this can represent a boss, it can represent a family member, it can represent somebody new or someone that you know. And this person may have some words of wisdom. They may have some advice for you. They may have an opportunity for you even. All right. But this could just be someone as well that you just go to, to have a little bit of a talk with, to, maybe they've got some great ideas that you didn't necessarily know. Okay. Or maybe this is, somewhere where you go to retreat. But the Queen of Pentacles can also be the energy that's coming into you. All right, you stepping into your own sense of self, being confident in your abilities. This is also coming in as a reminder to nurture yourself as well. All right, especially when we've got the Four of Swords coming out there, okay, because you may have had a lot of things going on recently and, you might need to take a little bit of a load off. And the Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing energy, nurturing of self, nurturing of others as well. Okay, so whatever you need to nurturing your intentions as well. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles is a very successful, abundant energy, and sometimes is very focused on the home, on your material world, and also those around you as well. So whether this is you really just focused on yourself, your goals, your dreams, your home, your intentions, all of these things, okay, or whether this is a person that's coming in here to give you a little bit of assistance, the Queen of Pentacles is a fantastic energy, which ultimately brings in a little bit of calm and boosts your confidence as well. And it is earth energy. So, we've got a lot of earth energy going on, which is, good. So it's really kind of like you kind of settling down after a bit, right? Just kind of grounding your energy. And, again, you just feels like you've got both feet. Thank you. You've got both feet on the ground. And you're really looking to move forward, okay? Or just, it could be status quo for some of you while you are really sorting some things out. All right. So I'm going to leave that there, but let's close out your reading here. I've got cleanse coming up here. Wash your weary spirit clean and take a walk in the wooded glades. All right, now that could be that Page of Pentacles that's here, that Queen of Pentacles, but the weary energy, okay, comes in here with this Four of Swords, all right? So quiet contemplation, but again, if you've had a lot going on, you may be really feeling just a little bit tired. So don't forget there. And the Queen of Pentacles reminds you as well to ground your energy, Take a little bit of care of yourself. Take a load off, take a night off if you can. All right, see if you can, maybe if you've got kids, right, you've got a lot of back to school stuff going on maybe, and you just maybe need to take even half an hour for yourself can really help you. We have uncertainty. The shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. All right, and that's where that Hermit comes in, and that Four of Swords. If some of you are just feeling not quite sure of where you want to go or what you want to do in something, that's that quiet contemplation that comes in. And, when you're in that energy, you get that clarity and that focus that comes in with the Magician. Flow, go with the flow. As water trickles down a stream, do not hurry. And if there's one thing that we're not doing this week, Capricorn, is hurrying. Okay, very calm energy for you. And we have growth. The tallest oak tree once started as a seedling. Don't be afraid to start something new. And there is that Page of Pentacles and the Magician right there. All right, new train of thought, new project, new relationship, new friendship, new business partnership, maybe with the Queen and the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to leave that there for you, Capricorn. I hope there was something in here that resonated with you in some way. We do have the 2 nines coming out. Nines are a solitary energy. Nines are also showing a accomplishment. All right, and this is this is a time where it's a great time to start something new. So go look up the spiritual meaning and the angel meaning of number 99, and there will be additional messages there for you. All right. Also the 2 4s, 44, because the prison wave is 31, breaks down into a 4, and we've got the 4 of Swords. 4s are about foundation, stability. All right, they are also about work and career. Okay, so look up the spiritual meaning and angel meaning of number 44 as well, and you will also get some additional messages. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something in this reading for you. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have a great week. Excuse me. If there was something here for you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. So I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.